Hello and welcome. Today I'm cooking pancakes, so I'm going to show you what I need. So I need 1 cup of flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, some bicarbonate soda, baking powder, 2 eggs, vanilla extract, and 1.5 cup of milk. So I'm gonna start making the pancake now. So I start by cracking 2 eggs. Then put 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking bicarbonate soda, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla powder. And if you don't have vanilla powder, you can also use the vanilla extract. Then I add 1.5 cup of milk, I mix this together, then slowly by using this, I start putting my flour, which is 1 cup of flour. So I'm mixing as I'm putting the flour in. And that's what I have left from the flour, so I don't use this. So now this is ready. So I'm gonna be making small pumpkin. So you have a choice. You have a choice between using the large one or the small one. So I'm using the small one today. So I put the heat on. Then I heat the pan. I put a little bit of butter. just enough to cover the surface. Then I take the rest off. Okay, so now I'll lower the heat a bit so that the butter doesn't burn. Doesn't want to stay still. And then I start pouring the and then put the heat a bit up. When you start seeing bubbles on the top, that means it's time for it to be turned around. Now I'm just going to take it from one side and then turn it. And this is my first pancake ready. Same thing, lower the temperature. Tiny bit off. And then leave the temperature high a bit and then start turning it around. If you like what you see, please press that like button, please. Thank you. So I lower the temperature again. Just a tiny bit. and then lift the temperature. When you see that the bubble started to form, so that means that it's time for it to be turned around. The way I do it is that I take it from one side and then lift it, then turn it. Lower temperature. So like I said, when you see the bubble forming, it's time for it to be turned around. So I just lift a tiny bit, then turn it around. Hello Rico, hope you're still watching. If you like what you see, please press the like button. And this is how it looks like. So I lowered the temperature. I just put a tiny bit of my pancake mix, and I lift the temperature high a bit, medium high. Then I just turn it around. Like I said to you, when you see the bubble forming, so this is the time for you to turn it around. So just give it just few seconds more and then I'm gonna turn it around or flip it over. So lower the temperature, put in let me know in a comment section from where you're watching, which country you're watching from. So like I said to you, when you see the bubbles forming, which is there, so it's time for you to just turn it around. So I just lift a tiny bit of it, then flip it over. Enrico, from the Philippines, nice. I've never visited Philippines, but I'd love to visit it one day. So now it's time to just flip it over. And this is how the pancakes look like. If you like what you see, please press that like button. So like I said to you, you reduce the heat, you put half a ladle of pancake mix, then you put your heat to medium high, then you just flip it over, oh sorry, no, turn it over. Please let me know from which country you watching. I know that Rico is watching from the Philippines. Please leave it in a comment and let me know from which country you're watching. So like I said to you, when you see the bubbles that are forming on the top, so this is the time to flip it over. So I just lift a tiny bit of it, then I just flip it over and then shake it so that it starts cooking on the other side. and this is how it looks like. So now I'll reduce the heat again. I'm doing this for the people who just joined my live. So I put half a ladle of pancake mix. Then I lowered. I put the heat up to medium high. Then I just turn it around. So when you see that the bubbles are forming, which you can see here, so what you do, you just lift it a bit, then flip it over. And then just shake it until it starts moving. If you like what you see, please press the like button and leave me a comment from which country you are watching. Just to have a look whether it's ready at on the other side. Yes, it is. So what I do is just flip it over, and that's how the pancake looks like. So like I said, you reduce the heat, put the pan on, tiny bit of pancake mix. I put the heat to medium high, then I just start turning it around. Then slowly so like I said to you, when you see the bubbles forming, this is the time to flip it over. So what I do is just make a little bit of a room so that I can flip it over. And then just shake it a bit. And this is how the pancakes look like. If you like what you see, please press the like button. Thank you. So that now I lower the heat, put a bit of half a ladle of pancake mix. Then I put my heat to medium high. Then I just move the liquid so that it goes all around the pan. So when you see that the bubbles which you see here are forming, so this is the time to flip it over. So what I do, I just make a little bit of a room here. Then with my two fingers, just flip it over. Then just shake it to be cooked on the other side. And this is how the pancake looks like. So lower the heat, put the pan on, half a ladle of pancake, then medium high, Thank you for watching. Thank you very much for watching. And thank you for your time. So like I said to you, when you see that the bubbles are forming, which you can see, so it's time to make a small space. Then just flip it over. So lower the heat, like I said. A little bit of, or half a ladle of pancake mix. Then I put my heat on medium high. Let me know in a comment from which country you're watching from. So when you see the bubbles forming, that means it's time for it to be flipped over. So what I do, I just make a tiny small room here so that I can turn my fingers and then just shake it. So lower the heat, put the pan on, then just put half a lid, then medium high, So when you see that the bubbles are forming here, which you can see, so it's time for it to be flipped over. So what I do is just make a tiny small room here so I can turn my pancake and then just shake it to be cooked on the other side. If you like what you see, please put a like, press the like button at the bottom of your screen. So you lower the heat, put the pan on, and I use half a ladle of pancake mix. Then I put my temperature on medium high, then just turn it until all the liquid is goes around the pan. So when you see that the bubbles here are forming, so what you do, you just make a small room here, and then with your two fingers just flip it over. And this is how the pumpkin looks like. So medium, low heat. Medium high. So when you see that the bubbles here are forming, you just make a tiny room here, just a tiny room, then you just flip it over and then just shake it while you're cooking so that it doesn't burn at the bottom and it doesn't stick to the pan. And this is how the pumpkin looks like. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you like the video. Please like and subscribe, share, and if you can put a like on my videos. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on my next video. And I'm gonna be cooking some chicken thighs with potato. Thank you very, very much for watching. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye bye.